All right, you guys, we're gonna continue on reading for the month of June 2026 for Scorpios. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Moon in Scorpio, or if you have a stellium in the 8th house. The Ender Dangus. The Ender Dangus. What is your sign? So I am currently reading for Scorpio right now. So we're gonna do, let's see what has occurred in the past for the sign of Scorpio. So in the past, Scorpio, these are the energies that has played out in your sign. All right. So we have the Three of Wands and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. So there might have been things that you have been waiting on or to hear from maybe you're trying to hear, or you probably sent a message to a Queen of Swords and you haven't heard back from them, or you feel like there's nothing to look forward to when it comes to a Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. Maybe this Queen of Swords is from your past, doesn't really have, you know, the most positive view about you, or you might feel like they have a pessimistic view of reconnecting with you. Okay. Or there might have some things that has occurred in the past that you know, is not making this Queen of Swords, you know, have anything to look forward to in regards to making any forward movement in regards to your connection. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna see in your present time, we are going to see what is the current energy that is going on around you. Oh, death. It's your card. All right, death. You might have had a close call or a brush call of death, or like maybe a near-death experience that in your present time, or you could feel like you're going through a transformation of identity. Since this is your card, you could feel like there is a shedding of old skin, of old identity that doesn't really resonate with you anymore, or that doesn't really represent who you are or where you are going. Okay. Or you might feel like this old version of you might have, might have taken the most, or might have taken like the most from you. It's like shedding all of you, and then now that you're going through a new direction, now you feel like you're birthing into someone else, someone with like a new skin, a new face, a completely different perspective on than how you have been living since before. Okay. And we're gonna see what is crossing that. There is an Ace of Wands in reversed. Okay, there is an Ace of Wands in reversed. There could be a positive and new beginning regarding like a passionate new endeavor, creative expression, but or you could be experiencing a delay in a new start, or a new business, or a new collaborative endeavor, or a new creative pursuit. You might be experiencing a delay on starting any projects that that you might feel like that is right around your alley or around your field, or you could be getting invitations of like the things that you used to do, but you feel like these are not the things that no longer works for you, as you are currently going through a new rebirth of identity, and you feel like this what do you call this passionate beginnings, new beginnings, no longer fit from the things that you are walking into. Okay. And this is only creating a block, or something that is creating an obstacle for you to overcome. Okay. Either you need to just find a new way to begin something new for yourself, or that could also feel like receiving a new hope, or in the way that you could manifest your dreams or your creative pursuits. Okay, so in the future, So in the future, so Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, you feel like you need to hold on to what you have, to your possessions, to your things. To your things, to your possessions, but I feel like you're holding on to them like a little too tight. I feel like you are clinging on to them so that no one else can get to them, so that you're guarding it with all your might, okay? Or you are feeling stingy, or you feel like maybe this is all you have, okay? And you are needing to call in more opportunity. That is your obstacle right here, okay? So call in more opportunity, connect with people that you know or from the past, okay? Or be flexible. It's really important at this time to be flexible, okay? Even if that means that you have to start like learning something new that you've never learned before, or like maybe get another job, 2 or 3, you know, like it's really important to be flexible at this time and to be more strategic about getting your honey and your money. Okay, so um mm, 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 mm. I feel like there is something that your past is kind of calling to you, but you feel like you haven't heard anything from this person, or you feel like you have a feeling that this person has nothing to look forward to you, but you also feel like you're not ready to let go. So you want to hold on to what you know, because you feel like you're being presented with things that you don't like. Okay, either the new things that are coming to you is not what you like, or is not your type, or it's not your ideal. It doesn't inspire you. It doesn't, maybe you're not as attracted to them, or the way that it used to give you that heat, or that or the way that it used to, you know, like maybe you were once a player before, right? And then, or before you used to only like do casual dating, whatever, and then there's this person over here, but you feel like this is maybe the person that you're clinging to, or that you can't move forward from, but you also feel like this person is not looking forward to you, okay? Or this person hasn't sent you a message, okay? Or there is a block that is creating there is a block in their way that is creating a waiting game in both your paths, okay? So okay, so, and with that, maybe you are being presented in your present time, or in what is going to occur in the near future, that the things that you're being presented with are not very organic, or it's not very, you know, it's not, maybe it's arranged, or it's not You want something organic. You want something that grows in nature. You want something that is like, oh, serendipity, right? Or um, something that you feel like is not too organized. Like you feel like the options that you have or that is being presented to you is too organized. It's too, you know, someone organized it to be in the shelf. Someone organized it to be right there, right so when you walk into the store, like you'll see them right exactly where your eyes are going to land. Like you feel like it's so organized, it's so fake, it's so you didn't see it coming. But you did. But like, how did you know? But you're like, well, this has always has been their way of, you know, getting me into these things. And then you end up being like, you know what, that's what happened last time, okay? And you're trying to avoid that now because you feel like all these things that is coming to you, it's either been arranged through like funneled traffic or funneled um algorithm, um and there's nothing like, oh, you just bump into this person right across the street, or like maybe, you know, like the stars aligned and then you guys collide and then here you are, right? You don't feel like that. You feel like what, I don't know, you're clinging on this so much, okay? You're clinging on this so much, like you don't want to let it go. Like you feel like, oh, I just got um or you might feel like, you might have experienced the loss of somebody. Okay. You might feel like you since we have death in the present, you might feel like you might have experienced the death of something or somebody. Okay. And you feel like either a death of somebody, a death of a situation, and you feel like you're holding on to this, okay? Like it's holding on it too tight. Okay, let's see. It's either you're getting new offers, but it's not what you want. Either when it comes to love, money, um circumstance, anything. Okay, so let's see, what are you going to be dealing with in the month of June and forward? Let's see, what is Scorpio going to be dealing with? A storyteller. Maybe there's a person that is a storyteller. Maybe they're very good at communicating, telling stories, or you know, are full of wisdom, or are full of like um maybe they have a broad like um intelligence, or you feel like when they speak they can speak about so many things. They're very wise, you know, they have like an owl right here meaning wise, or can see past the light, you know, or like what the light can expose, and even in the dark they can see, right? So they can see what most people miss. And They feel like they have a story to tell the world, or you feel like, or maybe their story really captivates those people who listens, or yeah, okay. Let's see, who are you going to be dealing with, or what are you going to be dealing with for the month of June and forward, okay? A delay. Yeah, so that is what, so you have like, it's like the picture of the hangman, and the hangman, right? A delay, okay? So that's what that is, the Ace of Wands in reversed, okay? So you are experiencing a lot of delay. Maybe right now is a time for pause. It's not a time to put your energy on anything busy. Maybe your destiny right now, or your stars right now is putting you in a certain place to maybe not to acquire, not to exert new things, or exert energy towards working or towards things, but maybe it's a time to be reclusive. It's a time to research. It's a time to look back on things. It's a time to conceptualize. Okay, it's a time to work on things quietly. Okay, build on things quietly. Okay, maybe it's the time to spend more time indoors, spend more time with your pets, and spend more time with your family, spend more time at home, spend more time beautifying your home, cleaning your home, organizing your home. So maybe it is in the opposite of your public appearance, public yeah, it's the opposite of your public appearance, okay, where you go in public and display yourself. Maybe right now your stars are mostly at home, or the opposite of public appearance, okay? So maybe you can build a project, maybe home projects, to keep your mind, to keep your mind occupied, and to keep, to not make you antsy, or to not make you feel like people are in their are in public, or where you're being called to draw in yourself, okay? You're being called in to draw like inward, okay, while people are being more outward. You're being called to be more into yourself, okay? And it's also a good time to maybe God is inviting you to have more privacy, or to have a private conversation with God, or like maybe fourth house. Maybe you have a lot of planets right now in your fourth house, either sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Make sure that you check where that is. Maybe you are being called to spend a lot of time at home. There's a lot of things to do when you're at home. Okay, think about the things that you want to do when you're at work, and you wish you're at home. They doing this and doing that. Those are the things that you need to be doing. Okay. Do a lot of home projects. Conceptualize, plan. Let's see, what planets are, if you have an ascendant in Scorpio, what planets do we have in the fourth sign? So Pluto right now is in your fourth house. So it is calling, yeah, Pluto is also very introspective. introspective, private. It's very private, introspective, but it likes to dive deep into details or the roots or details, research, a lot of those things. So you might do a lot of researching yourself when it comes to your own home, or while you're at home, or maybe what the heck. So you guys, I'm experiencing a lot of spiritual warfare right now. If you guys could see, my eyes are being poked constantly with a witch. Okay. So it currently did a spell on me, and apparently it was able to gain some what do you call this? Some belongings that belong to me, and did some spell. Okay, and this person is a public official. Okay, and it's really pissing me off, and it's trying to get in between me and anyone that I know, and you know, it wants to, yeah, it's trying to get in between my career, my love life, like what the heck. And it knows how to do witchcraft. So it's very antagonistic to what I'm doing. Okay, it's so, I got someone has evil eye on me, so now it's trying to irritate my eye. It's so annoying. Yeah, that's what it's been doing, and it's been trying to do like something on my body will make me like want to itch, or like or my nose would start sneezing. Yeah. Oh, we get another intuition here, as we were talking about that. Anyways, intuition, you get the same card as Libra. Okay, intuition, you have here an owl, another owl. You got two owls here. Okay, maybe you got, so this is my remote viewer card. Okay, we were just talking about an evil eye, and you know, not all remote viewers are that disciplined. Okay, sometimes they could be the most darkest evil or remote viewers that could be out there, that has no remorse, no conscience, dirty players. Okay, or I don't know, they could prove me otherwise, that they're a good person. Maybe I'll believe them. But apparently it has been trying to, you know, do harmful things on my body, and it's been trying to poke my belly. Maybe it's trying to ruin my womb. This, I think it's like you know, I used to know somebody that works, you know, and then we were a little more close than, you know, and I think the person that also liked this person, it works in an authoritative figure. So I think there was a three, what do you call them, like a triangle. So now that witch is doing witchcraft on me, and just my luck, it happened to be an investigator or a remote viewer, and it now is casting evil things on me. So it is. Do you see how focused it is? It's like, shh, I'm looking at you. It's like it's just there watching you. Okay, you could also be dealing with that. Okay, so there's two owls here. So maybe you have more than one person that is looking at what you're doing. Okay, maybe you have two remote viewers that are keeping an eye on you. Make sure that you do a lot of protective prayers around you. Hold on, you guys. All right. Oh. Okay, you guys. Okay, let's see what else could you be dealing with. So anyway, talking about the remote viewers. Okay, so there could be, you could also be dealing with your intuition. Okay, your intuition could be growing more, or it could be growing twice more, or because we have two owls here. Okay, or you feel like your intuition is growing more, or you feel like you're spending a lot of time harnessing your intuitive abilities, your okay. So we also have here the mob. The mob. Okay, this could be external factors. This could be what you're going to be dealing with. Also, there's a mob that you could be dealing with. You feel like there's a rowdy crowd that that might be affiliated with this remote viewer. Okay, and you know, they're like, maybe they're part of like a secret society, or like a rally group, or you know, like people that wants to rally up together, or like any type of societal group. Anyways, Let's see what else or who else could you be dealing with. Oh, inheritance. Wealth and inheritance. Okay, you could be dealing with inheritance or wealth. Or maybe like a wealth that that you're supposed to receive, or wealth that someone could be giving to you. Okay. Children. Okay, you could be dealing with children or loss of a children or infertility. Okay, if you are like trying to conceive, you feel like you are not going to either going to conceive this month, or you feel like you might not be able to conceive. Okay. Yeah, children, infertility or loss or abortion, miscarriage or kidnapped or death of a child. Okay. Mm. Or you could also be dealing with someone who is a wisdom keeper, who is well informed, wisdom keeper. Okay, let's see. What the storyteller wants to tell you. Okay. I am manifesting you. What does this intuition or remote viewers or someone with intuitive gifts has to tell you? I want you to choose. I want you to choose. All right, let's see who is. What about this loss of children or infertility? Does it have anything to say to you? Let's see. I need more balance. All right. I don't know why there is. maybe this means like you lost out on a child, or maybe this child is trying to take your money. And it's asking you, they need more balance. Whose child needs more balance? Like, they don't have that much needs. They don't have a bank account, okay? Maybe this is a modus game or something. Or maybe this could be like just issues, you know, just issues that you could be dealing with, okay? Not like a literal sense of like you've lost a child, or you know, you're infertile, or they need, child needs balance, okay? This is what adults needs, okay? This is not something that young children need. Or maybe like maybe like peace, you know, like to balance, like maybe they're not somewhere chaotic. They need balance, like they need an environmental shift to balance. Like I feel like that's what kids needs. Like but I feel like most adults today are not that responsible, okay? And I feel like kids are, you know, we are kids' hope, you know, like I feel like kids look up to adults, or like someone's safe haven, or like someone's safe corner, or like, or someone's what is it called, like safety, like comfort, you know. I feel like that's what kids like look to adults to, you know. Okay, what about this well-informed or well-informed person? What does this have to say to you? You are wrong. You are wrong. The wisdom keeper. Ooh, you have 3 owls now. There's too many owls here. So you could be dealing with a lot of like onlookers, you know. You have too many onlookers. Dang, can I have some privacy? Excuse you. Yeah, you've been staring. I caught you. And they're like, no. Because I like looking at you this close. Even if that makes your eyes red. Alright. So maybe it's very important to, dang, that's a lot of owls. As if owls are not scary enough. They're cute but kind of scary. They're like, especially this one. You see that? You see how their eyes are? And they could be predators. Owls could be predators. Okay, so I don't know. Protect what is important to you. Okay. Especially informations. Okay. So, and maybe that could be like the very reason why you're in this position, why you are holding on to your possessions, or to those that that, or to people, or to things that are important to you, is because you have too many onlookers on you, or evil eye, that maybe are taking a lot more than you could notice. All right, because they're just onlookers. Okay, and they want to prove you that you are wrong. Okay, but are you? Okay. All right, what else? What else do they have to say? Yeah, you make them want to do bad things. I told you earlier, not all remote viewers respect people's boundaries, okay? So these people, they want, these remote viewers that you have going on with you, they want to do bad things, okay? They want to do bad things to you. Maybe, they want to make you hold on to things that are important to you, okay? So protect yourself. Make sure that you are not, having any witches like doing like evil castings on you. I never experienced those kind of things before, you guys. Except only this time. I thought those are only some things that you, I don't know, like fairy tale stuff, but I mean, with card readings, it still kind of seems, like non-conventional way of getting the truth, or so it's also very rare to have those kind of acquire those kind of gifts that remote viewers could have. So sometimes you rarely meet any of them, or maybe they rarely would tell you that they could do those things. But there are numerous kids that are also, that are so much younger, that are, very skilled in the skills. And I feel like those younger ones are the ones that they train, like, while they are young, so that they could, use their gifts in a way that could be helpful, or that could be um, that could be helpful to those around us, or to the world, and either getting justice, or counsel between um, between things that might not, that calls for, more insight, more perspective. But, you know like I said, like, some of them don't always do the right thing. So let's see, what else does the remote viewers want from you? Light. Okay, they want to say you have so many choices and options. Maybe they like you. Maybe they like you, and they don't like it. They want to do bad things, and they want to prove you are wrong. I have so many choices and options. You make them want to do bad things, but also they want to tell you lie. That's like a very orchestral singing, coming from the heavens. Light. Okay, there's light. Okay, there's light. Don't you worry. Okay, um, light is coming down from heaven. Okay, so maybe this remote view is, those old light. All right. Let's see, what external um Okay, I don't know why I do that. Just trying to process environmental stimuli around me. You know, I'm doing a reading. I have a vacuum here, and then trying to recall things. What external factors could be playing out in your situation? Okay. Remote viewers again. You get this expression card. Okay, and then looking at this card, we have the eye, and then the cones shaped here, and different ranges of colors, and different frequencies of light. Okay, so colors is how your eye perceive different frequencies of light. Okay. So it is trying to perceive. Maybe you have remote viewers since you have a lot of owl like in your who could you be dealing with this month, and you could be dealing with, you know, you're someone who is trying to perceive a situation or environment, and maybe this different viewers or these different remote viewers have varying perspective regarding the things that they are looking at or the things that they are viewing, and maybe they're trying to express different sides of how they perceive the situation. Okay, so expression. Okay, expression. What else? Light. They want to tell you it's light. All right, so yeah, as I told you. Okay, so this remote viewer or this intuitive psychic gifts are able to perceive light or frequency. Okay. All right, so colors are how your eyes perceive different frequencies of light. Okay. And there might be things that they are trying to convince you about regarding how you perceive things or how you are perceiving a situation. Okay, and this remote viewers or psychic or intuitive um intuitive intuitives are trying to tell you about, maybe they see light, maybe they see light in a situation. Okay, they see it bright and clear and big and large. Okay, they're like light. um got light here twice, so that means it is trying to reconfirm the message of who you could be dealing with at this time. Okay, and maybe it is changing. Maybe it is changing the way you perceive the situation. Maybe before it was only black and white, right? But with the light, you're able to perceive the many frequencies and ranges of light. Now you see all colors. Now you see more beauty. Now you see more hope. Now you see more abundance. Now you see all the things you've never seen before. Okay. Let's see. What else? What else? What outside factors could be playing out um, in this situation? Fear. So fear is what is darkening this situation. But there's another light right here. There's a moon. So even if fear is darkening your perspective in situation, when you look at the sky, there's stars that lights up the darkness, and there's also the moon. So maybe the fear are only internal inhibitions, and maybe outside, when you look at things, when you change your perspective, when you change the place from where you're trying to perceive it from, and when you look up, just look up, there's more light. Just look up. What's that song? Just look up. Isn't there a song? Just look up. Da 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 da. Um. Just look up to the sky and your fear will go away. There's no fear, only love. Oh, so I'm creating this song. It's called A Love Beyond This World, okay? And then my lyrics, it says, um, um, there's no fear, only love, okay? There's no fear, only love. Oh, Just Look Up by Ariana Grande. Or is this the one I'm talking about? Let's see if we can find a good. Wait. I think this is. I know. Maybe we're meant to find this song instead. Okay, so if you listen to the song, um, Just Look Up by Ariana Grande, and featuring Kid Cudi, Cudi. Um, yeah, maybe it means something, okay? And maybe you can listen to my song. Okay. There's no fear, only love. Like that. Wait, let's listen to that song. This is love beyond this world. I need your breathing, life and gold. Stretching the limits of my heart. This pain dissolves into the glow. Like pain was never known. Gone is the fear. Every breath forming heaven in my soul. Okay. Like that. Yeah, light and fear. So I feel like there is a feeling of, you feel like you're in the dark about something, but I feel like it's mostly coming from fear. Okay, it's not coming from truth based situations. Sometimes our fear creates darkness in our mind that might not always be true. These are things that um that fear that fear creates in our mind, and it soon starts to create not not false feelings, but I feel like when it's based from fear and it's not from verified things, then you might be getting ahead of yourself, or you might feel like you're creating more problems that are not there to begin with. Or you could be feeling like, oh, say you've lost a child, oh my god, fear. And then you never got to confirm if if you really lost a child, and you're like, I'm not even in my period yet. I've never got my period. Or or like or what if you're like, or you have flare, and if you have like flares, or if you have digestive issues, you tend to flare up a lot. It tends to create like, makes your what is it called? It makes you flare up. It makes you feel bloated a little. So if you're having a flare, it might look like, oh, you think you're in something, but then you're not, um like that. So, and you could probably psych yourself out of that, okay? So don't do that. um or don't let anyone else do that to you, to either be cruel to you, to keep you in the dark about things, or to just want to see you be paranoid for no reason. Some people do that, and I don't like it. But be able to discern if they're doing that. Let's see. What else? The moon again. The moon again. There's another moon. Light, light, light. Acceptance. Okay. Acceptance. Wait. Is it just me? Did you guys? The light just tweaked. Did you guys see that? I wonder if it caught um on the camera, like around 1 hour and 6 minutes, or like oh my gosh, acceptance. Okay, there needs to be an acceptance of what has occurred into your life, or how things has occurred in your life, or the events that has taken place in your life, or what is no longer there, or acceptance into this new persona, this new environment, this new community, this new identity. Okay, and acceptance. Okay, there's a feeling of acceptance that needs, or that is taking place around you. Okay, all right. I feel like, okay, not all of them has moon, but I feel like all the cards that I've pulled have moon signs. Okay, light. That's another luminary planet. Okay, a lot of luminaries. Okay, light. A moth. Blind. Blind. Or you might feel like people are, they are not seeing the way that they need to see things, or you feel like in your external environment, you feel like there are things that are not being viewed correctly, because they because they are either being distracted, or they have like something beautiful that is, because here they have flowers all over their covering their eye, and a moth, and it seems beautiful, right? And then outside of this beautiful things that's covering their eye is just gray, gray, no color. But there's the moon. Either they don't recognize the moon or the light, or either they are being blinded by beautiful things in their eyes, so that they don't have to notice the nonsense that is going on in their outside of their environment. Okay, or the things that they are covering, maybe they would feel naked, or maybe there's there's a sense that is trying to be covered, not to bear, not to be bare, not to be like bare open. So so it's, so like people around you are just being distracted with beautiful things, or medias, or like, you know how, like, okay, like say there's a war going on, and then the way for like government to distract you from war is to distract you with social media marketing, like anything that would like take you off from uh, whatever they're doing with wars. Okay, so that's kind of like that, so that you will not be illuminated by what is really going on. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Where does the Holy Spirit wants you to focus your energy on instead, aside from anything that is going on around you? Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Okay. Knight of Wands. Maybe someone who is happy-go-lucky, but also, or someone who could be like reckless, or like more like into like taking a risk into things, or doesn't mind taking a risk of things, or they are very risky, or like they like to seek adventure, they like to seek things that like gives them a little edge, or like, or they like to live like, what is it called, on the edge of the earth what is it called, or like maybe they like to live a life that's a little more risky, fun. Like maybe they could, or maybe they could be riding a motorcycle, okay, that looks like their horse, or like, because this is a Knight of Wands. They feel like they would do anything just so their message can get through to somebody, okay. They're willing to take the risk so that they can send their message to someone, okay. So maybe if you have to get through to somebody just for them to hear your side, or like, um you feel like you are okay. So the Holy Spirit wants you to focus on creating new ways to get your message across to somebody in different ways, either if it has to be risky, or if you have to relocate, or if you have to drive to a new location, or if this is regarding um a delay. You are being called to think about, um you know mm, maybe learn a new trick, or like maybe learn a new trick to add to your skill, you know or um maybe maybe being risky a little, maybe being a little risky just so um you can get through to the right people, that maybe the crowd are people that likes to be wowed, like something that are looking to be, what is it called, like, wow, like those people are like the kind of people that are looking for something different, something talented, or something that they would never see from anywhere else, okay. So maybe if you're trying to, um maybe if you're like a salesman or something, and you have like a product, or you're trying to create a new beginning in your life, and you feel like all the things that is being presented to you are not what you like, okay. And maybe you need to add on a skill to make this new beginning favor you, okay. So what you could do is learn a new skill that would wow your audience, okay, or that would be like, oh, I've never seen anything like that. Like, oh wow, that looks so cool. You know, like those like motocross, or like what is it called? Motorsports. They like to do like tricks and hop on, what do you call those? On hoops. what do you call those? Yeah, they have to learn a lot of tricks to, you know, to show their audience to they're competing, to so that it can add to their skills. Okay, so while you are waiting for the right time to show your skills, if you are currently if the universe is telling you not yet, okay, this doesn't mean no, doesn't mean, you know, like a hard no. Okay, doesn't mean that way. It could be mean like not yet. Okay, not yet. And the universe wants you to focus instead on acquiring a skill. Okay, focus on acquiring a skill. So while you're at home, focus on, I don't know, maybe if you're a tarot reader, if you could um, learn the meanings of another card, or learn the meanings of the stars, learn an ancient text, or learn the prophecies. Okay, so you could slowly incorporate them in your readings. Okay, and you're like, whoa, your audience would be like, whoa, like this is just as, you know, it resonates very much, or something like that. Or whoa, like this is one of like the best readers that we hear out there. Or you know, or like it's not only that, you know, they're clickbaiters, like, but they actually say real things. Okay, they don't BS you with like fake news, or like oh yeah, this guy's into you because there's all these cards, you know. But maybe, you know, just saying the things that you need to say, and also saying the things that they don't expect to hear, but they need to hear. Okay, so yeah, you are being called to do that, to acquire a skill that would wow your audience. Okay, so acquiring a skill, learning a skill, it is still progress. Okay, it is still creating progress in your life. No matter how slow the turtle is walking, it's walking. No matter how slow the turtle is, you know, walking to the beach, it can swim also. So that's a new skill, or that's also another skill that a turtle can do, that no that an alligator can't do. Wait, no, does alligator do that? Oh, a lizard cannot do. Okay, they can both be on the land and on the sea. What else? Okay, now let's get to your advice. I feel like, okay, I've been talking on and on and on and on. Okay. Okay, let's see what else. Um, what advice? What advice? Okay, what's advice for Scorpios? Soul family. Soul family. Strength. Strength. Soul family. All right. Finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. And see who comes your way. Okay, let's see what else. What? All right. Well, strength. Guess what next card comes on? Powerful. From the animal raccoon. Raccoon. Name powerful. The raccoon is the ultimate problem solver. Use your ingenuity and dexterity to find abundance and opportunity where others see none. Okay, so that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting with the Knight of Wands. Okay, so maybe you have a skill that that you that you completely disregard, and this is a talent that is unique to you, that comes naturally to you. Like, say if you know how to draw, okay, and say you don't work at that um like animation. Oh, okay, let's say you don't work at that animation um company anymore, and you love to draw. Okay, so now you are being called to, like, okay, then what do I do? Okay, you are being called to acquire a new skill that would like wow your audience. Okay, and the only things that you feel like you've been facing delays, and you feel like the things that are being presented to you, or the things that you've been applying to, or the things that is available out there, are not the things that you like, or doesn't feel like it's organic to you. You feel like it's just funneled into your algorithm that doesn't really, you know, exemplify or resonate to who you are. Okay, so what you're being called to do is Use your ingenuity and dexterity to find abundance and opportunity where others see none. Okay, maybe you have a skill that is just very unique to you that no one else can do. Okay, it's natural born talent, and maybe you don't work at the animation thing anymore, but you're like the best in it. Okay, so make your own channel, make your own thing, and be very persistent in it, be very good at it. um um wow your audience. Okay, maybe you're the best at it and you're like, they never get to see this side of you at work or anywhere else. Okay, or maybe you know how to ride a motorcycle. Okay, and maybe you can do a lot of tricks with your motorcycle, or maybe you look hot. Okay, just having a motorcycle is hot. Okay, and maybe you're a woman that you like to ride motorcycles, and that's like, that's not, and maybe it's like rare to see a woman like riding a motorcycle, or like, or something about being mysterious, or like having a helmet and then you're like all built and ripped, and you know and then you show your motorcycle, and that's like wows your audience, and then you add on a skill, or like your motorcycle can do like tricks, or your motorcycle can do a lot of things that wows your audience. Okay, so do that. Okay, so those are the things that maybe like separate from what you used to do, because I feel like there's a death of identity here that you are currently feeling, and your obstacle is to overcome the delays that are impacting your creativity, manifestation, or your passions. Okay, so you're being called, the Holy Spirit is calling for you to focus on your natural talent, that only you can do, or that makes, or that you've been, or that you have a knack about doing. Okay, so that's where you find your natural talent that is only unique to you. Maybe no one else in your friends can do it, and you're the only one that's best in it. Okay, so you put it out there and see what comes to you. Okay. mm, 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 Maybe you can start your own channel, your YouTube channel, your TikTok, um you build your audience like that. All right, let's see what else. Oh, your love card, we didn't get your love card yet. Okay, so romance, let's see what comes on for romance. Let's see what comes out for romance. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay, playfulness. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay. Yeah, and this is the, and maybe this could be the thing that would give you fame and recognition. Okay. Yeah. Mm, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Light and love. Light and love. And let go. Let go. Your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to this world. Your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to this world. Let go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. Or all right. Puppy, dreaming. These are the questions that the Holy Spirit wants to ask you. Okay. Sorry, I got like a little distracted. There's too many distractions here. You got the, so this plant is like how I like to end my readings. Just something that I feel like is would be beneficial to my audience or to my readers, when you know what this Holy Spirit wants to ask you instead, so that you could reflect on it as we close this reading. So you got the flower poppy, okay, meaning dreaming, letting go, and rebirth. Okay, so those are the two things that came up here. The rebirth, this is the rebirth that we're talking about, your new identity. Okay, and the letting go, what the letting go of your old self. Okay, letting go of old self, or how things has occurred. And and dreaming, what dream are you ready to release so something new can grow? So like I said, like if you had that dream job that you wanted to work at ow at that at the animation, okay, and you're really good at drawing and you're the best in it, but something tragic, something happened to your, to that company, that just, you know, they end up letting go of all these people, and now your dreams has crushed. Okay, and um what what dream are you ready to release so something new can grow? So now you're being brought into a new identity. Now the Holy Spirit wants you to focus on um, what makes you unique, that makes you wow the crowd. Okay, put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Focus on putting yourself out there, being more in the on, not on the limelight, but like on a spotlight. Okay, put yourself out there and show off your skills. Okay, pitch in yourself. And what dream are you ready to release so something new can grow? So maybe this is a good time to work on building a new dream. Okay, building that your new like identity 2.0. Okay, your next hurrah. Okay, so that is the part. All right, so that is all the message I have for you. If this resonated with you guys, I'd like to hear your feedback in your comments below. Until next time, I'll see you guys again in your next reading. Thank you for being here. You really love Transformers? Oh no, you are really girl. I left. What? Okay. I wonder if I think I'll be able to see this comments in the comments, right? Okay. So anyways, I'll see you guys again next month, okay? Thank you guys for being here. Love ya.